Hey guys, Patrick Wind here and welcome to this training model in which I'm going to show you how you can get inspired by the Facebook Business Hub Center as well as the Creative Hub. So let's get started. First, I would like to show you some official resources that the Facebook headquarters actually provides us, and then we're going to more detail on how we can use them. So my favorite ones are the official business inspiration, that's the one we are right now. Then here are some creative tips, also from Facebook Business Hub Center, and then the Creative Hub, which you find in your own ad account. So if you just go on all tools, and then you see in plan, you have Audience Insights and Creative Hub, and if you click on it, you will get to this wonderful page here, okay? And we have Manage Mockups, Image Text Check, View Formats, and Get Inspired. And this is also a very helpful tool that I really recommend you, especially if you want to click here on View Formats. You see all the specs that you need for videos, images, or interactive canvas and carousel designs. You see all the recommendations, so the recommended length, the aspect ratio, vertical, the file size. When it comes to image, you see the exact pixels, okay? That's very good, very recommendable. Here in carousel, you see if you use an image, they recommend 1080 to 1080. If you use a video, it should be in this or that format. It's actually interesting that they recommend here also a vertical one. Usually they recommend one-on-one. You can see for different placements what they recommend. So that's very interesting, right? Here in the View Formats, you see all the specs. Here you also have an overview of 360 videos, slideshows, and all the recommendations that they have for you. And then when you go into Get Inspired, here you see very nice creatives for each of the different for each of the different ad types. For example, if I want to create a Facebook video or an Instagram story, well, let's get inspired. Let's see what other people do. Okay, you see. It's the same as if they would just post a photo of this product, but they move it a little bit. That's already interesting. And I mean, we have over 130 different options here, so there's really a lot of material in here, and it's actually very recommendable for you to take a deeper look at all of them. For example, take a look at Hugo Boss here. I mean, of course it's Hugo Boss, but still, like, so they have huge budgets, but still reducing the beginning of this ad is not difficult, right? Like here, okay, that's of course more expensive to create it, but yeah, you can just swipe through all of this material here because it's endless. For example, let's take a look at a nice collection ad. This one, for example, Cartier. Okay, we see very nice how they position the products below here, and then if you click on it, you see a nice overview. So yeah, it's a very cool tool, and I really recommend you to click into it, to the Creative Hub. For example, in vertical videos, also very nice. You have a wonderful overview. First, you have the overview. You can really swipe down on everything you want, and you see tons of interesting stuff, interesting material. Okay, I don't know if you like it too much, but it's definitely an idea from the creative part. Okay, so I think you got the idea, right? So here within the Creative Hub in Get Inspired, you're really able to see many interesting possibilities, and also 360 videos. And it's a very cool resource for you to also, when it comes to just a simple image, to really see how big companies produce prize-winning creatives, what they really like about them. See, for example, the text, they never use more than 20%. Here they do. But nice way to do it. Okay, very cool. So you really, it's an amazing way to get inspired and see what the big companies do, and to apply it also to your own creative briefing. Besides the Creative Hub, which is my favorite tool. You can also use the standard one, so Business Inspiration. Here they give you, let's take a look at this one. Here they give you a nice overview of what's generally possible with your ads. Yeah, just a quick overview here. You can also get inspired from those ads and see what they offer. Here you find some success stories, and you can read the full story as well. It's also a creative element that you could get inspired from. And here, of course, you have much more material, and of course the link to all of those resources are provided in the description of this video down the video. And then when it comes to creative tips for Facebook, that's also very important. Of course, know your business goal, know your audience, pick a topic, yeah, choosing the images, pick an interesting subject, shoot for quality, do-it-yourself photography tips. Smartphones take great photos. Pay attention to angle and lighting, especially lighting, super important. Don't be afraid to use apps and filters. Of course, pretty straightforward. To take great photos on your smartphone, take the time to set up your shot. Make sure there's proper light. That's honestly very important. That you don't have to, and that you don't have a lot of things crowding your frame. Try using a photo app that offers filters. They take an average photo and make it feel more professional. Plus they can add consistency across all of your ads. Try Instagram, ViscoCam, Snapseed, and Maxsures. Very interesting. They also give you some recommendations on writing copies. Don't have to be blah blah blah. That's about the tone of voice. Okay, stopping using a tone of voice. Stick to what is important. That's very good. They really recommend, interesting, right? They recommend a very short one. So they say even this one is too long. Remember, people scroll Facebook very quickly, so the chances they're going to stop and read a novel are slim, so very small. Stick to the important information, pay attention to the character count limit. Okay, here you can see this, the ad specs. Try to get good stuff in before the text is truncated. If you have a specific action you want, ask for it. Visit your store, call for a free quote, visit our website, etc. So that is very important, right? That they say this is already too much text, and just this 2.5 liner is probably just right. So that's important for you to note. And write with the customer in mind. So what motivates your customer? Address their concerns like prices and entertain them. They start with a question: cocktails anyone? Stop by, rock a statement, necklace. You work all well. So once again, here's just a very interesting overview of when it comes to creative tips. Okay, choosing your image, writing copy, that's it. And however, let's sum up. In this video I've shown you the standard inspiration that Facebook Business Hub Center gives you. Here it's okay, but it's more about their success stories. This one is okay, gives you some practical tips when it comes to creatives and copies, but my absolute favorite is the Creative Hub, because here you really have a huge set of potential videos, photos, collection ads, slideshows, etc. that you can use as an inspiration. For example, this M&M one I like a lot. So you see they use the carousel ad with this format, which is very interesting, and you can really get new ideas every time when you enter here, because Facebook updates this Creative Hub regularly. Okay, so I really recommend you to at least once per week take a look at the Creative Hub, swipe through the material, and see if there is anything that you would like to apply to your own campaigns, to your own ads, and just be inspired by the material that they've provided here, and feel free to check it out on your own right now. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.